Hi, this is Kim,
This is Andy.
and we're going to read to you from the Urantia book.
But first,
We got 365 Days Walking the Red Road by Terry Jean. Okay.
today it's a quote from Chief
Tall Bull, or how do you say this? Hotoa.
Hoto Owaki Ho'ois. Hoto Owaki Ho'ois.
Hotohoaki Hohois,
Mm-hmm.
known as Tall Bull. He was a Cheyenne chief of the dog soldiers. And that's an interesting history of the Cheyenne. They were massacred at Sand Creek,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then after that, they took up arms. They were still very cautious. Talbot was very cautious, but he was very assertive in that the white people and soldiers need to stop attacking his people. Of course, that wasn't on the table officially.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, and he died in battle honorably at Summit Creek. He lived from 1830 to 1869, and yeah, died fighting for his people's freedom. Do you want to read what he says?
He said to General Winfield Scott Hancock, who, by the way, fought at the Battle of Gettysburg 3 years earlier, we never did the white man any harm. We don't intend to, and we are willing to be friends with the white man.
But you got to stop attacking us, right?
Right.
Just don't shoot him. Just don't shoot me, and I'll be your friend, right?
By the way, did you know the term crossing over is common among Native people today to refer to those who died or who are dying?
Crossing over to the next round.
Or going on your journey.
Going on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is going to be the rest of paper what?
Paper 31. So we're finishing paper 31 today. We're reading section 10, the ultimate adventure of the core of the finality. So what do they have in store for us here? Okay, I'll go. The senior master architect has the oversight of the 7 core of the finality. And they are, so there's more than one finality core. Okay. So there's the core of the mortal finalators. Okay, that's us. And that's what most of this paper has been about. There's also the core of paradise finalators, the core of trinitized finalators, the core of conjoint trinitized finalators, the core of Havona finalators, the core of transcendental finalators, and the core of unrevealed sons of destiny.
7 altogether.
So the unrevealed must be a mystery core. I don't know. Okay, do you want to go?
Each of these destiny core has a presiding head, and the 7 constitute the Supreme Council of Destiny on Paradise. During the present universe age, Grand Fonda is the chief of this supreme body of universe assignment for the children of ultimate destiny.
And of course, you remember Grand Fonda. Quiz Andy. Who's Grand Fonda?
The first finalator?
Yeah, well, the first mortal being
to
reach heaven.
Reach Havona. The gathering together of these 7 finalator cores signifies reality mobilization of potentials, personalities, minds, spirits, absinites, and experiential actualities that probably transcend even the future master universe functions of the Supreme Being. These seven finaliter core probably signify the present activity of the ultimate trinity, engaged in mustering the forces of the finite and the absonite in preparation for inconceivable developments in the universes of outer space. Nothing like this mobilization has taken place since the near times of eternity, when the Paradise Trinity similarly mobilized the then existing personalities of Paradise and Havona and commissioned them as administrators and rulers of the projected seven superuniverses of time and space.
Right.
The seven finaliter core represent the divinity response of the grand universe to the future needs of the undeveloped potentials to the outer universes of future eternal activities.
Is that exciting or what? What do you think?
It's a little beyond my comprehension.
Right. So this was, you know, like, so they're comparing this time, this preparation to invest our energy in exploring the master space levels. They're comparing that to when from Havona they were projecting development on where the grand universe is now, the seven super universes.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like an expansion. So they're getting ready to thrust forward in this expansion.
We venture the forecast of future and greater universes of inhabited worlds, new spheres peopled with new orders of exquisite and unique beings, a material universe sublime in its ultimacy, a vast creation lacking in only one important detail, the presence of actual finite experience in the universal life of ascendant existence. That was quite a sentence.
I know, isn't that?
Such a universe will come into being under a tremendous experiential handicap, the deprivation of participation in the evolution of the Almighty Supreme.
Hmm.
These outer universes will all enjoy the matchless ministry and supernal over control of the Supreme Being, but the very fact of his active presence precludes their participation in the actualization of the Supreme Deity.
Okay. That's let's think about that for a minute. That's really weird. Okay, so we're forecasting the future and great outer universes. Okay. So so they're lacking finite experience in the universal life of ascendant existence. But don't we bring that, I mean, to them? But I mean, the people that are emerging from that place, though, they might have different kind of finite experience. That must be what they mean.
Mhm. And
Because
those worlds are just emerging, so maybe the finaliters out of those worlds haven't really had a chance to get started.
oh no, they're not. I think they're not starting yet. I don't know. My feeling is that they're scoping,
Mm.
and they're trying to measure potentials out there,
Mhm.
right? Which is a huge process in itself, without even trying to build anything or develop anything out there. Hmm. But this universe comes into being under an experiential handicap. So so there's no participation of the supreme. Well, the supreme is what comes through experience. Yeah, that makes sense. So
Maybe it's like building the transcontinental railroads across the continent, where parties of surveyors and architects went preceded, but their very presence was indicative that something enormous was about to come through.
yeah,
The potential of something enormous was about to come through.
and when you try something like that, I suppose it's always a risk because you don't know exactly how it's going to go because it's something that's
Right.
never been tried before.
That's
I think that's
the
what
job
they're.
of the
Yeah.
advanced parties.
Okay. Do you want me to go for a little bit?
Yeah, why don't you go?
Okay. During the present. Wait a minute. Where did you end
Yeah,
at?
right there. 12.
Yeah. No, I think you ended in here.
No, I got all the way.
Through. Such a
I read that.
universe will come into being. Oh yeah, you did these. These outer universes will enjoy the
Supernal.
matchless ministry and supernal over control of the Supreme Being.
Mhm.
But the very fact of his active presence precludes their participation in the actualization of the Supreme Deity. Oh, so these places aren't involved in creating the Supreme Being because it's not their experience that'll have to be made up for somehow.
Mhm.
Okay, during the present universe age, the evolving personalities of the grand universe suffer many difficulties due to the incomplete actualization of the sovereignty of God the Supreme. But we are all sharing the unique experience of his evolution, or sometimes they say Za's evolution to indicate that that's genderless,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
We evolve in Za when Z evolves in us. Okay.
Mhm.
Sometime in the eternal future, the evolution of supreme deity will become a completed fact of universe history, and the opportunity to participate in this wonderful experience will have passed from the stage of cosmic action. So the beings in the master universe will not have the opportunity to participate in the creation of the supreme being. Okay.
Mhm.
But those of us who have acquired this unique experience during the youth of the universe will treasure it throughout all future eternity. And many of us speculate that it may be the mission of the gradually accumulating reserves of the ascendant and perfected mortals of the core of the finality in association with the other six similarly recruiting core to administer these outer universes in an effort to compensate their experiential deficiencies in not having participated in the time space evolution of the supreme being. Okay, so maybe that has to be compensated for. It may be the mission of these reserves to compensate for that somehow. Okay. Okay, you go. 14.
These deficiencies are inevitable on all levels of universe existence. During the present universe age, we of the higher levels of spiritual existences now come down to administer the evolutionary universes and minister to the ascending mortals, thus endeavoring to atone for their deficiencies in the realities of the higher spiritual experience. But though we really know nothing about the plans of the architects of the master universe respecting these outer creations, nevertheless, of three things we are certain. One, there actually is a vast and new system of universes gradually organizing in the domains of outer space. New orders of physical creations, enormous and gigantic circles of swarming universes upon universes are out beyond the present bounds of the peopled and organized creations are actually visible through your telescopes. At present, these
That's so weird. We can see. So I know we live kind of on the edge of our universe, but then we also live kind of on the edge of the super universe. So to be able to see past that into the outer levels, that seems really weird to me and kind of unlikely. But at present, it says we can see. So we must be like right on the edge.
Mhm.
Okay, with our telescopes. I'm sorry.
For ages upon ages, there continues
No, right here. At present,
these outer creations are wholly physical. They are apparently uninhabited and seem to be devoid of creature administration.
right.
For ages upon ages, there continues the unexplained and wholly mysterious paradise mobilization of the perfected and ascendant beings of time and space in association with the sixth other finaliter core.
Mm-hmm.
3. Concomitantly with these transactions, the Supreme person of deity as powerizing as the almighty sovereign of the super creations. As we review this time development, embracing creatures, universes, and deity, can we be criticized for anticipating that something new and unrevealed is approaching culmination in the master universe? Is it not natural that we should associate this age-long mobilization and organization of physical universes on such a hitherto unknown scale, and the personality emergence of the Supreme Being with this stupendous scheme of upstepping the mortals of time to divine perfection, and with their subsequent mobilization on paradise in the core of the finality, a designation and destiny enshrouded in universe mystery? That's quite a sentence.
Yeah, it is.
It is increasingly the belief of all versa, that the
Mhm.
assembling core of the finality are destined to some future service in the universes of outer space, where we already are able to identify the clustering of at least several thousand aggregations of matter, each of which is greater than any of the present super universes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because it's really big out there. Oh my gosh.
Evolutionary mortals are born on the planets of space, pass through the Urantia worlds, ascend the spirit universes, traverse the Havona spheres, find God, attain paradise, and are mustered into the primary core of the finality, therein to await the next assignment of universe service. Wow, they get drafted.
Well, yeah, we're like, well, what else are we gonna do?
There are 6 other assembling. Well, I was going to practice my harp, but there are 6 other assembling finality core, but the Grand Fonda, the first mortal ascender, presides as paradise chief of all orders of finaliters. And as we view this sublime spectacle, we all exclaim, "What a glorious destiny for the animal origin children of time, the material sons of space." Jointly prepared by a divine counselor and one without name and number, authorized so to function by the ancients of days on Uversa. These 31 papers depicting the nature of deity, the reality of paradise, the organization and working of the central and super universes, the personalities of the grand universe, and the high destiny of evolutionary mortals, were sponsored, formulated, and put into English by a high commission consisting of 24 Orvantan administrators, acting in accordance with a mandate issued by the ancients of days of Uversa, directing that we should do this on Urantia 606 of Satania and Narlashadek of Nebadon in the year AD 1934. Wow. Also brought to you by Ford.
No, not even. By no, no. No. It's all right though. It's good. Okay. That's all for today. And then so next time we start part 2 of the local universe, paper 32. So
Universe.
yeah. Very good.
Well, we're off to start the first Monday of 2022 by going to get coffee and going to a Urantia Readers group.
Yes. Perfect way to start the week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we'll see you later. Hope you have a really good day. Stay warm out there, kids.
Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year. Bye.